Have a little timer in the corner. Where's the timer for? Who knows? I think we can begin. We've got 45 seconds or something like that. And then we will properly, everybody. Where I am going to be playing a game that I have been wanting to play for quite a while, I'm going to be honest, and I don't know why I've not actually sat down and played it. I'm playing Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim. Might actually make this more of a thing, actually. But probably over the spooky holiday, make a Tuesday, see if I can find any spooky dating sim related games. So, because we'll have Hooked on You, of course. What's the one with the Cthulhu? I mean, there's that one as well. I'll have a look into that. I might do that over there. Put a little bit of romance into the month. But anyway, hello, fellow cravers, and welcome. It's me, Gee Dee, your favourite shapeshifter anomaly, and today it is Tuesday, the 24th of September, 2024. Yes, we are back, second day in a row, but this time we are playing a different game. We're playing, well, we'll say different game. We're playing a game that we've played before, but in a different way. So, we played Dead by Daylight multiple times on this channel. We've done it with Portal Pals, of course, quite a few times, to the point we may be doing it over doing a game next month. Who knows yet? But did you know that there was a dating sim game for it? I mean, yes, you probably did if you knew Dead by Daylight. It was a joke that came out during that time. You know where we're getting from there. But either way, that's what we're playing today. We are playing Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim game. I'm interested to see how this goes, for the fact that I said it a little bit earlier. I want to see if we can try, and probably I'm going to have a look into it after this, but look for, especially over the spooky season for the Tuesday, but maybe have a dating sim games that are based on horror games, if you know where I'm coming from with that. So, I mean, we've got Hooked on You. I think we've got the one with the Cthulhu game as well. There's probably quite a couple, but I will have a look into it. If we can do that, we will make it happen. But today, we are doing Hooked on You. Saying that, before that, we have our usual bits and pieces to do, and that is, of course, to talk about what day it is today. Well, today, everybody, the list is... it is Lush Stylist Day, National Day of Ours in Care Homes, National Punctuation Day, it's Heritage Day in South Africa, it's Bluebird of Happiness Day, it is International Age Diversity Day, it's International Day of Birmingham, International Cherries Jubilee Day, National Voter Registration Day, National Mofongo Day, I need to check what that is, and it is also World Bollywood Day. The vibrant, colourful world of Indian cinema is full of captivating music, dance and drama that will transport you to another world. Yes. What is Mofongo? So, Mofongo is a celebration of Puerto Rico's beloved dish, mofongo. I've got a feeling I'm pronouncing that wrong then. This festive day honours the unique blend of flavours and cultures that come together in this culinary delight. The mofongo, made from mashed plantains, garlic, pork cracklings, and other seasonings, is a staple in Puerto Rican cuisine. This day not only highlights the deliciousness of mofongo, but also promotes the rich cultural heritage of Puerto Rico. It's a time for everyone to enjoy and appreciate this iconic dish that brings people together. Okay, that sounds nice. I mean, it's the plantain part that kind of has my worry there, surprisingly. The one vegetable ish type thing in there, I am a little bit skeptical about, but hey, Is it just is plantain? Plantain is basically sort of the same realm of banana, but it's not as sweet. I'm guessing. That's what I'm thinking of this, right? But no. Anyway, so yes. More importantly, it's National Day of Birmingham. Good for you, Birmingham, out there. Good on you. Birmingham, place that makes me feel happy because they always sound slightly down. I've got friends from Birmingham. I don't know what I'm saying, but no, I love Birmingham. I miss going to expos there when they had them there, proper ones itself. But hey, anyway, like I said, today we are doing Hooked on You. So without further ado, let us switch over to the main screen. I don't even have to change the music. It's awesome. What? Don't think I've got to change the music. It's not playing twice, is it? Yeah, it is. You can mute now. There, get it a feel. But yes, so here we are. Hooked on You, Dead by Daylight dating sim. So you can already see for the side of it, this is going to be very, very interesting. I mean, apart from the broken glass, hi. But anyway, let's just start this. I have no idea. I have not touched this game at all at the moment. I kind of have an idea of who the characters are in it because, of course, they've been on my screen for the past 15-20 minutes. So let us just jump in, shall we? Let's go. New file, of course, yes. Before we get started, what shall we call you? You can call me G. Oh, okay. You can call me Gee Dee. Yeah. Do I have to do voice work in this, or? I'm thinking it's got voice acting already, sort of. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, seawater stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down with the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Judy. May I continue? Yeah, please go on. Okay, then. As I was. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh. A decomposing... What the hell? A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. That's not a great start. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, the answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? So do I run, close your eyes, or dig up that face? This is an interesting start. I'll dig up the face. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Oh, there's a coin. There's no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall... Oh, okay. Flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for gold coins, you suppose, and so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you got there. What if you were to spend it right now? No thanks. Look, I'm gonna level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday, and I've been looking all over for it. Wait, you dropped it in a dead person's mouth. Could you just give it back? No. Psst, be that way then. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot. I swear if it's another head. Oh, it's a beach ball. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. A little help, please. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Ooh. Ah. I mean, apart from the... Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. I'd like to point out they said monsters. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed. Let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do you do? I will toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. It's actually a very beautiful day, apart from the monsters and the dead. Anyway, you give the ball a toss. It walks beautifully through the air and lands right in the huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hands. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much? Blah. Oh, okay, that was her. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they look very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Gee Dee. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. I get situation. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says that. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Yeah. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was rough. That sign means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care what this slack-jawed moron is here. Why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill him or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Oh yeah, not yet. Hey, Gee Dee, you might want to, you know, say something? Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. Why? Why am I being timed? Very important. That's not comforting voice in my head. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? I'm average. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in the endless cycle. I think you're quite cute myself, like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. Oh, thank you. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Flight. Flight, for sure. Technically, I suppose I can fly, honestly. It's not all that cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? Maths. Probably maths. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. What's your favorite animal? Oh, dog. You look absolutely adorable in a little pulpy mask. Wait, what? What's your favorite color? Why is green not there? Nobody would expect me to pick this, so I'm gonna say 3-day-old corpse. That's a pretty edgy answer, right? I'm pretty dangerous. I talk about corpses, no biggie. Those are no good to me unless they've been frozen. You'd be surprised how quickly good meat can spoil. Or maybe you wouldn't be surprised. I'm still getting to know you. What's your dream job? Astronaut. Astronaut. Pretty amazing to be an astronaut. It'd be pretty amazing to be an astronaut, I think. It's hard to imagine being farther away from anyone than floating in space. The cold, inky vastness of nothing. Forever. Best flavor of ice cream? Not chocolate. My favorite is pain. Same here. Mine is vanilla swirled with pain. I like you. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself, but enough about ice cream. Am I right? Actually, I would say cookies and cream, if anything. Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do I say if you want to survive, pick mint chip? We're teaching lessons now, narrator? You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Mint chip. The best flavor is mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I'm pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Rafe. Hey, I'm Rafe. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and love big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I like you. Oh, don't give me that look. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time, but the thing I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observation, life is nothing but suffering, and society is carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Don't know why. I like her. Don't know why. No, wait. I'm remembering Spirit's story now. And that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is. If you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow up, body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog, body. Hey, that's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really, that's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Rafe. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once, I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of the true luxury and power. Rafe rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it flaunts needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple and beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do I want to go? Lounge. Oh, no, that was the yacht. I don't want to go to the yacht. I want to go to the lounge. Hey, no, but let me go back. Let me go back. I thought that was the yacht. No, perfect. You obviously have no. I wanted to go with the spirit lady. Oh no! It reloaded. We can skip all those. Yeah, what's my deal? I'm an awesome deal. We're not wanting to kill him. He's nice. Yeah, we know. Try and answer. I am average. Flight. Maths. Dog. 3-day-old corpse. Astronaut. Chocolate. Yeah, that's what you tell me to say, mint chip. I mean, is there a skip? No, we're gonna skip. Okay, there we go. Right, here we are. So, I don't know which one's which. So that's the volleyball. Is that the lounge? Thank you. To kick up your feet, look out over the ocean, and relax on your own terms. Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day. It's the best. I'm going down the path I wanted to go. I mean, what kind of what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose and exert himself in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Why am I the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. Hold on. Just for one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the ones, they're the only help remaining on this island. Like I said, remaining. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. Now we'll escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in future, we recommend waiting for Rizz to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here, whatever. The least you could do is allow us to do our job. The most you could do is help us get off this island. Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yeah? Something I can help you with. There's two, Claudette and Dwight. Did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh no. I think you're mistaken. It seems like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yes. That's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to another vacation island getaway. A couple of miles south from here, it has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter, mostly. When I agree with them, not like the other island. So, what'll it be? I'm guessing we're going to where I wanted to go. Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from behind her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspirational tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, and when I didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on this island. But it turns out I'm not the first to toss those kind of threats around on this island. So, thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. Are we threatening to end each other again? Now, it's Dwight who takes on conspirational tone. His eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. A whipser. Please, just make it quick. This is what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams. Hilarious, right, Dwight? Yeah, right. So, what will you be having? I will have, I'll have a sangria. Something fruity but refreshing. Hold the coconut run as sangria, maybe? My pleasure. Sounds nice. We used to make drinks like that back home. Well, not we exactly, but I watched someone drink a drink like that once. They look happy. Now's your chance to be one with the drink. What you say? This is some sort of juice for a child? What are children hiding about? Are the children hiding about? No, it's for adults. The kind who like, you know, tropical fun. Oh, I see. Why are you tearing up? Just really seems to perk up at the idea of kids being around, and is bummed to hear there aren't any. I'm quite glad that it's just grown-ups on this island, personally. Little ones should definitely not be exposed to this. Seriously, little ones should not be exposed to this. Not my cup of tea, but okay, sure. We can still use it for a toast, yeah? To new adventures. To new friends. To, Clink. Did you say Clink? No. Since we've fulfilled your requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time. I swear, had I known they'd pull this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we'd attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar. I don't think that it could be kind of fun, a little fun. Never mind, I hate it, this sucks, but it could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat. If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do something lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books. novels, comics, fiction, or none. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life. The escape into your own mind. A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine. Based on that response, they were much more enthusiastic about the drinking. Same here. Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you. Gee Dee, what's your desert island book? The one book you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be classic horror. For some reason, that should be obvious. She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in public domain. Yeah. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? Dracula, Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll. You know what? I'm a fan of Dracula, I would say. Dracula is one of the classics that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger, I need to learn later on that they're an immortal villain. It's downright thrilling. Well, I guess, but I was going to say that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he poses, you can't help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents. You're threatening me with a sword. Same here. So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone. Who did they think would buy into that? If you're going to be trapped in the nightmare that is undead life eternal, which I know a little something about, you should do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire. What the hell was that? Enough about these old stories and that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkling of half a mask-covered eye. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Great idea! Trickster. Is it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure. Who am I asking? But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello. And who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack. I don't know what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game. Oh, I can't say, but just saying it's a great idea. Well, I was just saying it's a great idea, while also teasing the secret trickster ending. I've got much more better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Haha! Toodaloo! The rules are simple. First you spin and then you swap. Spit, that is. But let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. All makeouts will happen out of view of the public eye. Real romantic, like. Yes, romance is the goal, so we'll all be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. Gee Dee, you're up. You grip the bottle in your hand and put your fate in hands of an empty bottle gods. Minigames consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in the clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target that you're going to be pointing at. There is upcoming minigame. This upcoming minigame is special minigame. Perfect for those less coordinated because there's no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if that doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing. But no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat that? No. I think I've got it. Let's play. Let's spin. Away we go. Spin the bottle and see who you're going to smooch. Come on, Spirit. Damn it! You got Trapper. You two are meant to be. No! Psych, you have to actually spin multiple times to get your real result. Oh, first to get to 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the bottle on this here island. Now get your spin on. That's Rafe, okay. So one on one for the guys. Spirit. Rafe has got 2. I'm not happy with this. Spirit's got 2. Ah! Huntress. Woo! Wait, I'm flying with a ghost. There is more in this game than just reading. Spirit is your true match. Ooh. Just this morning, you were waking up on a strange beach, surrounded by strangers with murderous intents. Now you're looking across the beach towel at Spirit, lust in her eyes, sweat glistening on her skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Spirit takes you by the hand and you sit face to... Why with the butterflies? And you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. She begins to reach for you, putting her hand on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way she is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. That's ouch. You don't know what to do. If you try to lock lips in this state, you might gross her out so completely that she'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Spirit, we have some bad news for you. I have something in my teeth, don't I? I think I might be seaweed. I have no idea how long it was in that ocean. No, well, maybe. But that's not what I was going to say. It's not happening. Not now, maybe not ever. What? If they think I'm going to make out with some stranger just because the bottle told me to, they've got another thing coming. And so do you. Namely a katana in your heart if you even try to make a move under such absurd circumstances. I wasn't gonna? Yeah, I know. You seem pretty harmless. And not at all that bad to kiss. If I were interested, which I'm not at this moment in time. Are you going to tell them we kissed? We are. Wait, are we going to tell them we kissed? We are. I'm not above lying to get what I want. So that thing about me being not that bad to kiss, was that a lie to get me to play along? If you want to know the truth, figure out yourself, but don't expect this life to be just hand you gifts like me. All I ever handed was pain and suffering. Treat me well, and I'll return the favor. Otherwise, try a different route and see what happens. I am now locked up for her, aren't I? I hate to break up the passionate moment. That we only assumed the passion was passionate because we never spy on the consistently while you stay on this island. But dinner is being served right away and we must insist that you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation. when there's so many more interesting things to die for. Well, it seems like the next activity is mealtime. Oh, great. You expecting, what, capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with huge banquet tables? This ain't some prestigious fancy epic like you find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's a very limited seating directly around you. Oh, great. Terrific. Seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to a certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Oh yeah, Trickster's here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him expected to. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole stick gets a little flustered. Hey there, you're looking good, Gee Dee. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress or Trappers sit together. And seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think this was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Wait, what? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with love, both love and hate, for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you don't actually tell us. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. Is this the KFC dating sim again? My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's, like, technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey, Gee Dee, you think what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps? I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between those layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else I can eat? This took us 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked, no blood. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Ops. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull as Asvara. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey, Gee Dee, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they are done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the values of maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't we just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. He hated it when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigame consists of 2 parts. Top pointer, which rotates clockwise. Bottom is the target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Would you play it or would you like... No, I think I've got it. Okay, ready? Away we go. Slice. Perfect. You missed. Perfect. Not bad. Not bad. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the mask killers while they eat, which involve lifting their mask and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through the... Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The 2 best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Gee Dee. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like it. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Look at that seagull! Wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. It's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Gee Dee. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. You didn't wash up on this island with no memory of who you are, and now how you got here? Yes, you did, poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull. The seagull! Oh, he just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here? Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one could tell you. Not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you'll pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over. Have to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? But this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that, and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I've liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. You wake up to find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cold water into your mouth. I like. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant, and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such a massive nothingness? I used to feel that way, small, unimportant, alone. But lately, I'm not so sure. I've started to feel different. I've started to actually think that maybe this island is where I might meet someone special. You look at Spirit, who has turned from the ocean to look at you while you speak on this topic she clearly so passionate about. A friend perhaps, something more. I don't know what this island has planned for me. A friend? Friends are just cowards who seek comfort in numbers. I had friends once, back before I was chopped into a bunch of pieces by my father. Friends are not what's keeping me held together. I'm floating in a cloud of rage. I was dumb. So busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside me in my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a bit silly, but Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. No, come on, you're not stupid. It sounds badass. Right? But I didn't let it out, and then I, you know, chop chop. Now that dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What's inside you, stranger? No dragon, just a lot of fire. A raging inferno, in fact, begging to burn this whole place down if I let it out. Maybe I am the dragon. I'm sorry, but you're no dragon. The breathing fire, that's some hobbit-type nonsense. I'm a descendant of a proud samurai. Our dragons are on a whole nother level. Looks like there was only room for one dragon inside Spirit after all. As the things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Of course. I need to find its Dwights and Claudettes, sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which are waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activity. That's strictly slotted for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, it hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities. And we only have time for one person to share this special spooky nighttime story. Just one? But story time is my favorite activity. It's a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up. I swear I won't be angry. I may chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you. Will you embrace your fate? Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. Guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off me, it's an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on a newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald! If you try to flex the authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in this blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love the hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody's named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still got to get started on story time, so... Gee Dee, who do you think should go? Oh, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. I choose you, Spirit. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrase, will you? Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit hubs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Aw. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing even to me. And I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hand. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is going to chit-chat, well, I guess I can just sit down and... Huntress' eyes goes red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take the seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's romantic. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. Notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hota, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of the busy market, had appeared a giant box. Strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. Help me. You're really getting the hang of it now, so you think. Okay. Help me, cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, if every detective in the city was there, looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on each side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit. Just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and there I was. I'm so scared, please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hota confronted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for another investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddled on the ground. The man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hota was no help at all, powerless to save him. Guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hota. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hota watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of this strange, sad prisoner. Together they both wept in silence and in hopelessness of the moment. "Promise?" asked the man. "Promise that I'm not alone?" "Yes," she promised. "I do." A simple pledge. She felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hoto, for she knew he would return. And he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in the horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, "Promise? Promise that I'm not alone?" "Yes," she promised, "I do," and pressed her palms against the cold outside of the box. Without truly knowing why, Detective Hoto leaned forward and placed her own lips to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in his brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. "Thank you," said the man, and a trace of fear remained in his voice. And he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. "Get back!" yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hoto and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled with a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hoto gripped her flashlight tightly even, and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And as where her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him, there in the corner of the box was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hoto had to think of him in the moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop of that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but a spirit. It was you who chose her, you who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual. She already went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure to act. White and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. Look, the game was supposed to be a light-hearted romp. Please, I said do something. I feel like if I hug her, she's going to stab me. Yeah, tempted. Stand and without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe hovering in the air begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. Certainly not what you expected. Instinctively, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement and nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You meanwhile realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment to learn before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. You know what? This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing all these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special. Those in charge of the island don't want you to hear. I'm the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in the ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clue, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel your breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I both absolutely flabbergasted at this piece of information. But yet you learn something new every day. Even when you're a god, I mean a narrator. You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in the hot tub with the spirit? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friend slipped into the water. Wait, why are you here? It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump into the ocean, into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. I just want to be totally clear, even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any other accolade. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was this person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue, your lips are blue. Really? You call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Let us free your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins, or well, maybe it was coagulated by now. And no need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entire entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You've got to figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. Truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it, I dreamt that story like watching a movie in my sleep when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child's dream. Do you believe me? Yes. I know we just met, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told the story, it clearly came from someplace deep. Fool! Who told you to trust a stranger? You're going to get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I know everything, I don't already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answer to Spirit's question. Whoa. Ocean air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that, she is the... Damn it, can't be going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain to someone's standing before you with a fresh towel, ready to dry you off. Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch a spirit stares off in the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking to the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life, or has it already been taken from you and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? But before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see smiles like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. Hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease. Just try to keep the volume to a minimum, or other guests on the type you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might just start to fix it. That's cool, but which one am I going on to? See what's in this session. That's right. No, I'm listening for.
Video height. Said, did you score?
I don't know. I think most of them want to kill me. You know, that's enough. No matter how many things you listen to, you can't sleep. I had to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. If you ever like to summon, be sad to lay by the fire. Spirit. Spirit.
Your height, said King Gee.
I like Spirit. Just saying. Oh, just having a bit of a stretch. Oh, that's better. Anyway, Spirit, you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my paws. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. Ooh. Floating comb. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb carved from bamboo. Guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back though, and if you lose it, well, you'll get your revenge on me. If it's the last thing I do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe it isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed? I don't know. You try to sleep, you keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky, but by now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even Amnesiac's video game protagonist. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you like. You'll never get to 100%, you hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Oh shit. Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. You should know they're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. Bear traps. Bear traps. But since I'm here, I'd like to share two things with you. One, I do not take rejection well. Two, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines radiating out of me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I'm an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of this scum like rats, they wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier. Or it might be the last thing you'll ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the... about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone, you for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Here's a bear trap. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh geez, it's one of those reality shows confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat an all-organic diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. There's always time to turn things around, like that one time I spent day and night searching for food in vain. Then to return to my cabin, spent and starving, to find a family of squirrels nesting in my chimney.
Said, oh my god,
Oh yes, I know. They were delicious. Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I am a master of self-control, and right now I'm using all the self-control I can muster because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it. Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them though. I want to lead them on a little more. It will make it that much better for me when they're screaming. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes. Or maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. It seemed pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. It's this cute hat and robe. Okay, there's a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and throw me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. I survived the first day! Woo! You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by a campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? Nope, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why, I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, you know? And talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster, carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. That is poisoned. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you as if you want to ask him how to reach the other island. How is that? Never mind, he left. At least he brought me a cup of, No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They didn't call him Trickster because he's so good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so you can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place where you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to, not an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unrelatable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not a parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Yeah, fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, thumbs up review, if it was crafted with love and, or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into places like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt, constructing those elaborate simulations. I mean vacations. This is not easy to do. Sometimes there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made up cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies, Gee Dee. The last few minutes aside has been enjoying our time here on the beach, on the island. Yeah, it's been really entertaining. How else would I describe my stay on this island besides really entertaining? Oh, stars! 10 stars, here we come. Gee, can someone remind me to skip this section next time? Nope. We do need to ask you one more question, Dan. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this disparagement agreement? No. I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I, Gee Dee, agree with the terms of this verbal Wait, what? Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey, Gee Dee, it's still totally a call if you have constructive feedback. Place to leave that is in a positive review. Because we know that nobody reads negative reviews of games, resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance. And with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much for maintaining these beach pods. We're all half naked in tropical paradise. You can get some strawberries here, a yogurt. Magic powers will only get so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down, think about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. Looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection though. Trapper stands up to talk about how this day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday, but I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated, anyone see where I left my cleaver? Just kidding, I know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to the breath. No. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings. This island is treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they are doing here, but it certainly isn't helping any of us. Whoa, Huntress pretends to be all independent, but is she secretly kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along? Oh well, surely it must be it. No one else could weirdly stand up during breakfast, and just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did. Should I said did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest of familial revenge thing. And last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done there. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so. Guessing Raph has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Rafe. Oh, hey. That was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not too much fun. That would have been weird, but like a good amount of fun. Another looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself if I see you all soon. Damn, what a powerful play. Keep on wanting more. You're getting good at this game. I mean, sexy, true to life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. Oh, well, I feel like sleepy time. Yeah. Oh my god. I mean, we've got in about an hour. Oh. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess that is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 or 5 killers, but it seems like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming back from behind this pool shed. No, stick it in there a little. What the hell? No, stick it in there. A little more. Oh, yeah, that's it. Yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels alright. This is uncomfortable. I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything. Oh wow! Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. Dwight is panting and Claudia is crazed, looking her eye. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know. No what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like... fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were... Wait, me and him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard to get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our injury wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Gee Dee. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. Wait, ghost. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy? Huh? Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true sense of calm. No drama, no BS, just soaking up the sun in the heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until the shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tips like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's not a tree at all. It's... Hey, babe. Interesting. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they feeling. What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way. Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out, if you play your cards right. I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes you an interesting silhouette, genius design. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't got to give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back. Take some deep, slow breaths and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. As soon as it's time... Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gone pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know of a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't know why, I'm telling you really, he's my private spot. But guess I've got a feeling that you'll approach it in... Wait, with my phone. You'll appreciate it in the way that I do. Not like those other killers. They don't get me. But I did get them. Or I'll get them all. And I'll get my father too. And I'll punish them for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. Scary and more than a little hot. You get turned on by... Wait, what? More than a little hot if you get turned on by the menacing. Look, all this time on Murder Island has got to both us a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. You see her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you also see that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? Consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go off with Spirit, the Wraith interjects. Just have my fun. Honestly, Spirit's great. She's the only one around here that doesn't totally get on my nerves. I guess you've got good taste, but I don't know. We could hang out and I could show you some cool stuff if you want. Or, forget I said anything. Tough choice. You'll weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who would it be? I gotta go with Spirit. I made the correct decision, but know this. Just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog. Understood? Well, of course, you've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form. You believe me because you will feel me if you try any of that macho trapper crap. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it's too late to change your answer now. I might actually have to pause it here for now because I can feel my sleepiness. I'm going to be honest. I'm sorry about this, everybody. But I think, can I save it on here? Yes, I can. So we saved the new file. There we go. And close it. So we will of course continue this next week. We'll see where our dating. We're basically going into the spooky month with Hooked on You. It's great, isn't it? Hopefully I'll be a little bit more awake to get to the end of this. I don't even know how much of the game has left. But I mean, the pictures in this game, it's great. Yeah. So let's go back over to the main thing. Where's it back on? There we go. Actually, I'll probably make it big on my screen so I can actually see. There we go, that's a little bit better. So yes, that is our start on Hooked on You. Has the game just stopped playing musical? Because I've covered it. No, it's just me. It started next round of it. But yeah, no, this is Hooked on You. It is available at the moment on Steam. We will be continuing off my path. I want to see if I can at least get with Spirit, I guess. I don't know how this works. She's either going to love me or she's going to kill me, or one of them's going to kill me. I've got a feeling Trapper's going to kill me very soon, if anything. Anyway, before we go, we have our other bits and pieces we need to talk about. And that, of course, is starting off with talking about what we have got available for the rest of this week. So here you have it. This is this week's schedule. So Gemma will be back on Thursday with some more No Man's Sky. Of course, that is starting at 8 p.m. British Summer Time, 3 p.m. Eastern. Then on Saturday morning, 2:30 a.m. British Summer Time. Friday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern is Portal Pals Night. We are going to be doing Ace Attorney. Yes, we are doing Ace Attorney with a special guest joining us for this week. And then on Saturday, 9:30 p.m. British Summer Time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, Baldur's Gate 3 with VVQ. We are finally going to sort out a certain person in that game. Not going to say who, for spoiler reasons. But we are getting close to the end of the game and Act 3. So please keep that in mind. We are getting close to the end of that. A very bittersweet feeling of that. Yes, we're getting to an end of it, but more importantly, it's sad that it is, but we will more than likely be continuing, starting a new story with probably Karina if we can get hold of her to do that. But anyway, streams, you can catch them twitch.tv/GDW2007 and youtube.com/CraveYourGames, where our VODs are and our premieres. Talk about premieres, we've got one coming out tomorrow, Broken Age, 5 p.m. British Summer Time, noon Eastern. And then on Friday, a new premiere will be starting. Still not 100% sure what we are doing at the moment for that premiere, but please keep an eye out for it on our YouTube channel. Again, that is 5 p.m. British Summer Time, noon Eastern. Of course, any updates, any changes to the schedule, the usual bits and pieces, you can get notified by that on Twitter at GDW2007. And when we go live, when the premieres go live, you can also be notified by that at Crave Your Game. And of course, as you seen not long ago, we do have our, I just want to make sure this is working properly at the same time. There we go. We do have a Discord channel that you guys can join as well. Will Mini Gee Dee say it? I don't think he will. Why are you not saying things for that? Is it because it's a link? 1 minute. Let me try that again then. Will you now talk for me?
Gee Dee.
Yeah, Mini Gee Dee.
HTTPS Discord GGQRMTBRE.
Say again, Mini Gee Dee.
Gee Dee. Said HTTPS Discord GGQRMTBRE.
There you go. So go to that link. You can join our community Discord channel. We do try and we are trying to do some more community nights, especially where we're getting closer to the not just the Halloween season but the festive season as well. We want to try and get more of that stuff popping up. But yeah, I mean, apart from that, I don't think we've got anything else to really talk about. So, again, thank you everyone for joining me for Hooked on You. We will be continuing this next week. We're starting off our Halloweeny October, our spooky season, at least for that side of things. think it will be. It will definitely be Halloween that time. Yeah. As for those who are on Twitch, let's see, who can we go? I think more than likely 4-hit combo are, yes, playing. I'm going to send you guys over to 4-hit for the fact they are playing some more Visions of Mana. So go and say hi to them from me. It looks like it is Tear, Vix, and I don't know who the other person is. I mean, a Manic Ascendant, probably, I'm guessing. But anyway, go and say hi to him. And of course, until next time, I have been Gee Dee, your favourite shapeshifting anomaly. And as always, to be continued. Have a great night, everyone. Remember to catch the premiere tomorrow. Goodbye.